Fellas, so did you come into here with some spiritual potency? I don't know. Did you? Maybe you did. Probably you did if you're watching my videos. If you watch my videos, you know, there's a few things. If you're someone that has never taken psychedelics, yet you agree with my videos, 100%, you have some spiritual potency that you came into this incarnation with. Okay? You have been on the spiritual path, my friend. Okay? This is good karma, my friend, alright? So I need you to keep going down the path, alright, bro? Even if you have done psychedelics and you're here, you're still someone that has spiritual potential. Think about how many people you might know that have taken psychedelics and for totally different reasons or don't get it, still fearful, still would scoff at me, stuff like that, right? You know, I was even just thinking about like my early childhood, right? Um, right. I don't. What I'm gonna say is, guys, like, I don't tell you guys, um, what's really like. You're not gonna be told by me or by other teachers really, every little bit of their life, every little bit of aspect of their being. That's impossible to do. It's also egoic, and it's against the point of it all. Okay, but I'm going to tell you a little bit of my life, a little story of my childhood here. So I used to, when like things in my mind would make sense, and they would make sense so much so that I would see it visually. And so something like tomorrow, I would see that visually as energy, the concept of tomorrow. By accident would be green pastures with a white fence right in front of me, basically. Just made sense. And that one just still makes sense to me by accident. I remember by accident and on purpose were things I don't maybe I think as children maybe all of us were like this, but by accident and on purpose were really interesting concepts for me. And I think those have totally blended into each other or annihilated each other nowadays, right? But anyways, and then like something like the word nicotine to me, it just sounds like it just makes perfect sense to me. It sounds like a nicotine or something like that. Does that make sense to you? Like this is like, this is just funny stuff. I'm not even gonna say, I'm gonna say it's graceful stuff, but I really do think this is a part of some spiritual potency. You come in with just this understanding. It's like, bro, we called it like God's like it's called nicotine, bro. Like, and you know how to understand words. Like you know how to understand the fucking vibrations a little bit better. And I do think that's some spiritual potency, but then I think there's much more broader. There's so many more ways to talk about spiritual potency that I'm not getting at right now, or with that one story, right? And maybe more like, oh shit, like not as mundane. But and there's so you know, and you'll meet people, or like I've met people. It's like they have massive spiritual potency, and the key is they have to unlock it. They have to unlock it a bit, right? And that would literally just be taking an enlightened being into your life, starting up love and devotion. Trying to love everyone, not like really trying not to judge people. I mean, like if you don't understand that you're just not supposed to judge people, like you gotta understand that. Okay, you have to understand that. That's one of the biggest things to go for the spiritual path is not to judge people. I don't care what it is, guys. It's like, what? You're not. What if you're incarnated as them? You think you're gonna do any different? No, likely not. Or you can understand what I'm saying, right? So let's say, oh, if you incarnated as them, you did something different. Well, guess what? They incarnated as themselves, and that's who they are. They can't do anything different, right? There's whatever fucking way you look at it. Oh man, guys, don't judge anyone. And realize when you judge someone, you fucking shove their face into shit. You do. Ugh, don't fucking do that, guys. Don't do that. All right. Give them a hand up. I know who you are. I know who you are. The psyche is intelligent. The psyche is deep. Okay? If you tell someone they're a piece of shit for their action, they will hang on to it. And it can be a fucking battle to get out of that. You know what I'm saying? All right. But there's people that have spiritual potency. Like I run into them, I can feel their aura, and I can feel everything. I can feel the way they're connecting with me, and it's like they have the spiritual potency, but they just might not have words exactly for it, or there might not be totally framework, like kind of committing or locking up with to fully unlock the spiritual potency inside of them, right? Um, there is, I guess, maybe a big jump is, kind of a withdrawal from society or mundane relationships. I think that's really one of the things that kind of holds some people back is it's so there's people like I love these dudes like my buddy Jay, God bless you, bro, I love you a lot. He's like basic like in line like saint, right? And like because but he's gotten all the way so he can go and he was talking about it like he can go and shoot the shit with like some kids like he did in high school, you know, just talking about some bullshit or but really like but I'm sure he's in his heart, right? But he's doing it first off, he's doing that mundane thing very correctly and very aligned with like love and stuff like that. But he's also able to just but he's also totally free while he's doing it, right? That and the difference is because he probably likely stepped away from that or he wasn't scared of stepping away from that initial plane of reality, right? And to go off into whatever, you know, you have some work that you can go do it in some really crazy ways without limitations, right? And ways to interact with the world and other people around you. So if you can understand that and have some courage in yourself for that, you will then remove yourself, withdraw from the mundane to really start to figure out what's going on here and to not limit your power. Because, so like mundane relationships, like you guys are all on the same page about your limitations for the most part. And it's just someone like, I mean, like, it's like these limitations are horrific. They're horrific when you realize that they're not like so like how played down it is, right? And so that's why I do recommend if you're getting trippy with it, you're having some crazy ass times in meditation, synchronicities, it's God. Fucking withdraw from the mundane relationships. Find someone like me to be friends with, and go fucking crazy. Okay. Get outside of your mind. Oh yeah. Namaste. Om Sai Ram. Jai Shri Ram. Om Sai Ram. Jai Shri Ram. Om.